The United States is one of the most powerful countries on Earth today, but its story began thousands of years ago, long before modern borders existed, long before cities, nations, or governments. Early human beings migrated across the land, hunting animals and gathering food. Over time, they formed tribes, built settlements, and adapted to the diverse landscapes of North America. As human societies evolved, agriculture changed everything. Farming allowed people to settle permanently, grow food, and build structured communities. Across the continent, advanced civilizations emerged. The Mayans, Aztecs, and other Native American cultures built cities, developed calendars, and created complex social systems. North America became culturally rich, diverse, and deeply connected to the land. Everything changed in 1492, when European explorers arrived. Christopher Columbus reached the Americas while searching for trade routes, unknowingly beginning a new and destructive era. European diseases devastated native populations, wiping out entire communities. Soon after, European powers like Spain, Portugal, France, and Britain began competing for land and resources. The British eventually established permanent colonies along the eastern coast of North America. These colonies grew rapidly due to farming, trade, and immigration. However, they relied heavily on enslaved African labor, especially in the southern colonies. While wealth increased, inequality and human suffering grew alongside it. Over time, tensions between the American colonies and Britain intensified. Britain imposed heavy taxes without colonial representation, leading to widespread anger. Events like the Boston Tea Party symbolized resistance, influenced by Enlightenment ideas of liberty and democracy. Colonial leaders demanded independence. In 1776, the colonies declared independence from Britain. With support from France, they fought and won the Revolutionary War. The United States was born. Soon after, the Constitution was created to establish a strong but limited government, balancing power between states and federal authority. George Washington became the first president as the nation expanded westward. Conflicts increased, Native Americans were forcibly removed from their lands, slavery spread, and political divisions deepened. While industry and cities grew in the North, the South remained dependent on slavery. These differences eventually led to the Civil War. The Civil War was one of the bloodiest conflicts in American history. President Abraham Lincoln led the Union, ultimately ending slavery. However, the country remained deeply divided even after the war. Reconstruction struggled, racism continued, and inequality persisted for generations. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the United States transformed into an industrial powerhouse. Massive immigration fueled factory growth, while labor movements fought for workers' rights. Cities expanded rapidly, and America emerged as a global economic force. The United States entered World War I and later World War II, playing a decisive role in both conflicts. After World War II, the U.S. became a global superpower. The Cold War followed. As tensions rose between the United States and the Soviet Union, this rivalry shaped global politics, military strategies, and even space exploration. The space race led to the creation of NASA and the historic moon landing in 1969. At the same time, the civil rights movement challenged racial segregation and discrimination at home, reshaping American society in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. Technology transformed daily life. Computers, the internet, and smartphones changed communication, business, and culture. The United States faced new challenges including terrorism, economic crises, political division, and climate change. Today, the United States remains one of the most influential nations on Earth. Its history is filled with achievement and conflict, progress and struggle, from ancient civilizations to a modern global power. The story of the United States is still being written.